Okay, so you're at the drugstore and you see all these different type of brushes, or you're at your computer and you see all these different YouTubers talking about all types of brushes and you're like, I still don't know which one to choose. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's JanayNcole, and here on my channel, I encourage women through faith, beauty, and lifestyle. First things that you should keep in mind is 1, the size. Sizing of a brush makes a huge difference. Say you have a smaller face or a smaller area that you're trying to target on your face, you need a smaller brush to target and fit into those nooks and crannies, okay? If you have a larger surface area that you're trying to utilize your brush with, pick a larger brush size. That is definitely key. Larger brushes are great for you if you're tight on time. The next thing is, I would say, brush shape. The shape of your brush makes a huge difference. Whether it's tapered or it's angled or it's domed or more so flat. These are the different shapes of brushes that really make a difference when it comes to application. I would say another thing that is good for you to keep in mind is definitely the density of the hairs, the bristles of the brush. Some brushes are a lot more compact and thicker packed bristles into the ferrule of the brush, and other brushes are less packed. So they have a little more give when you run your finger over them, and they have a little bit more movement. While high density brushes definitely have a little bit more, they're a little bit tougher to move and bend and shape, okay? High density bristles are definitely great for people who like to add more pigmentation for their application. So say that you have a blush that you know when you swipe your brush inside of that blush, it is like super, super light and you're like, I need more color. Pick a high density brush. Medium to lower density brushes are great for a sheer or lighter application. So if you're looking for a blush or a bronzer that will give you that airbrushed lightweight look, medium to low density bristles are typically longer haired brushes. So multiple brushes in the drugstore have different type of hair types. Some have a dual fiber like this one. Typically stippling brushes have a dual fiber, while others have a synthetic fiber where it's just a man-made fiber. Most of the brushes that you're going to find as a cruelty-free option are going to be synthetic haired bristles, and they also have natural hair bristles as well. The difference between synthetic hair bristles and natural hair bristles are natural hair bristles tend to be better for powder products. They tend to be really great for people who need that added pigmentation. They pick up a lot of product with less dips into a blush, a bronzer, any type of powder product such as translucent powder, anything like that. Natural hair is the best for that. But if you are looking for something that is cruelty-free, most brushes are going to be synthetic hair brushes, synthetic hair bristles. I have gone cruelty-free, and so all the things in my personal kit and my personal collection I have transferred over to cruelty-free. Cruelty-free options with synthetic bristles, they have come a long way. I prefer synthetic hair because I am cruelty-free and I'm transferring over all my old stuff into cruelty-free options now. So that's just me, that's just my take on things. And I find that synthetic hair bristles are so much easier to clean than natural hair bristles. So if that's your jam and you don't like using natural hair bristles because you don't like to clean your brushes that often, I suggest synthetic is definitely a go-to. Something else to keep in mind with synthetic hair brushes is that they are not only easier to clean, but they also are great to keep out bacteria because they're synthetic, they're not real hair, they're not from animal hair, so they are a lot easier to clean. They keep their shape, they're super soft, super easy, and they give you pretty much the same effect. So that's what I've noticed. So another thing to keep in mind, what technique are you going to use? Are you going to stipple? Are you going to tap the product in? Are you going to swipe the product in? Are you going to buff the product in? And then also keep in mind, depending on the technique you use, it's very, very, very important to realize what skin type you have. Do you have dry, combo, oily? Do you have acne prone skin? Because not only does the bristles and the density and the shape and the size matter, but it also matters on what technique are you using. What technique is going to give you that desired look that you're looking for, that you want, that you need. So, for instance, a stippling brush, this one is a Sonia Kashuk one, but I will link down in the description all of the brushes that I use today to create my base foundation face makeup. But this one's by Sonia Kashuk. It was in like a kit. But stippling brushes are not the best for people who have acne prone skin. The pricking and the stippling motion and the tapping in with these fine bristles is going to agitate your skin. Same thing if you have drier skin and you haven't hydrated your skin properly with skin prep. Stippling and buffing motion and stipple is going to lift up dry skin and agitate acne. Not only is this brush probably not the best for you, but the technique that you're going to use makes a big difference. A domed, dense brush. This one's by E.L.F and it's called the Buffing Foundation Brush. This one is great that I like to kind of just press in my foundation and kind of tap it in, not only for pigmentation in certain areas to get its full payoff, but I like to kind of tap it in first. Then once it's tapped in and I've kind of placed it where I want it, then I kind of swipe or sweep across the face lightly, and then I also like swipe down and then kind of do like a not necessarily a buffing, like circular, a buffing motion, because I have combo dry skin. So I don't like to just like buff it in and it moves around the foundation too much. So I kind of like to press it in first and then kind of swipe away from the center of the face or like down in the areas that I need to. But it's mostly kind of like pressing. So keep that in mind when you are picking up an affordable brush and you're trying to figure out what brush type that you want and what shape and what size and all that sort of thing. It's not one size fit all, and that's completely okay. So my favorite brands at the drugstore is definitely going to be E.L.F. Number one, hands down. I have so many different E.L.F brushes, E.L.F brushes in my kit, E.L.F brushes in my own personal makeup collection. They are a great cruelty-free option, and their synthetic bristles are extremely soft. And this is something that you can pick up in any drugstore near you. You can also pick it up online on their website. Another one that I like that's in Ulta now, I do like BH Cosmetics. BH Cosmetics was definitely another brand that I tried for the first time being a beginner. Another brand that I really like and that I started as a beginner collecting makeup brushes. I adore Sonia Kashuk. Target, everybody's a Target fan. Everybody loves going to Target. I used to work at Target. Um, Sonia Kashuk has some really high quality brushes as well. For drugstore, they have unique shapes, unique sizes. They keep a consumer in mind, but also a makeup artist who's in the field in mind as well. So you can find really, really good brushes there. So those are, I would say, my favorite drugstore brands that I adore. I'm new to the cruelty-free realm, so I've only been cruelty-free probably for about a year and a half now. So if you guys have any suggestions, please put them in the comments. I would love to know what are your favorites and what are ones that I should try out personally. And if you are new to becoming cruelty-free, let me know what your struggles were when finding brushes. If you already have a makeup collection and you already have a couple brushes in your arsenal, let me know what your favorites are. So, with everything shown in this video, please hit the like button. Let me know that you enjoyed it. Let me know that you found this valuable, that you really enjoyed it, and that you want to see more like this. With that said, creating the perfect application starts with your tools. Having really great quality brushes that are affordable as well and don't hurt your pockets is amazing for beginners. And just because you're a beginner doesn't mean that you can't create an awesome makeup look. It doesn't mean that you can't create something truly special that makes you feel beautiful and to shine from the inside out. The most important thing is definitely realizing what shape you want, what technique you're going to use, what bristle type, what density, and the size to get the job. Hit the like button. Let me know that you enjoyed it. With that said, I hope you know that you are chosen by God, and with Him, you are the special individual that He created you to be. Until next time, bye!